Happy Earth Day, everyone. I'm outside exploring on Earth Day, but here are some fun facts about this planet. Now, planet Earth is an amazing place, and we're so happy to talk about some earthly facts right here on the wild side. In fact, this wonderful planet is the only known source of an atmosphere with free-flowing oxygen, an ocean full of liquid water at the surface. That's the key. And the only known planet to have this. Life, and so much life. In fact, a lot of scientists have come to a consensus that there's about 8.7 million species that inhabit planet Earth, with a fraction of those actually identified and scientifically cataloged. We have a lot to be proud of. Earth has a circumference at the equator of about 24,901 miles all the way around the equator. In fact, it spins Earth at 1,000 miles an hour. Right now, I'm spinning 1,000 miles an hour. But if I lived at the North Pole or the South Pole, I'd be turning very slowly. Very slowly. Imagine spinning a basketball on your finger. Well, the point that's spinning on your finger isn't spinning as fast as the outer sides of that basketball. And that's what people at the North Pole and the South Pole experience. In fact, if I were to live at the North and South Pole, I actually would weigh far less. Isn't that incredible? So if you're looking for a weight loss regimen, move up north because you're spinning less, which means less gravity on your body, less mass is being forced down, less weight on the scale. Now, how old is this planet that we live on? Well, researchers find that out by studying, these rocks. And the oldest rock on the planet signifies that we are about 4.28 billion years old. Always leave nature as you found it. Back from whence you came, Mr. Rock. Now, have you ever wondered why the seasons we have are what we have? Well, it's because Earth is on a 23.4 degree tilt. So sometimes parts of the Earth are closer to the sun than others. This creates all the seasons that you love or hate. Now, here on the wild side, we highlight species. We've highlighted many species, endangered species, least of concern species. Over the last 50 years, this planet has seen a decrease of 2/3 of its wildlife population, with the hardest hit areas in our lakes and our freshwater rivers. In fact, over 84% of all wildlife species found in lakes and rivers are on the decline since 1970. The introduction of chemicals and things that we as humans are impacting on our environment. Here on the wild side, we featured endangered species, the black rhino, of which there's only 5,300 left on the planet, hunted for that beautiful horn we talked about in the episode. Go back and watch it. The giraffe, recently added to the endangered species list. The Amazon river dolphin, whose habitat, the Amazon River itself and the tributaries that lead into that river, are under threat from deforestation, erosion. The rainforest they live in, that the rivers run through, we lose a football field length of rainforest each hour that ticks by here on planet Earth. Each hour. We have to be able to stop that and slow it down. Reduce what you use and recycle. Now, I can talk to you about animals and this beautiful planet all day long. But for Earth Day, I've brought in a special guest. This young lady is a phenomenal young conservationist and environmentalist. I was lucky enough to know her at a very young age. She started a school club called Voices, and she's been using her voice for many, many years to raise conservation and environmental issues. And now, as she's about to graduate high school and move on to the college realm, she just did her first TED Talk about this planet. So let me introduce to you a wonderful human being. So honored she agreed to be on the wild side. This is Maggie Peacock.
Thanks, Clay. Thank you so much for having me, and I'm thrilled to be with you all on this very special day, Earth Day. This Earth Day, I want you to keep two things in mind for me. The first one is this: treat every day like it's Earth Day. I'm sure you've all heard that saying before, and it is very true. We do need to act like every day is Earth Day. But I want you to keep this in mind. Don't overwhelm yourself or put so much pressure on you to be the perfect environmentalist. You see, the world that we live in and the wildlife that we share it with are facing a ton of critical threats today. And sadly, you individually cannot conquer all of those threats at once. And that's something I'm learning myself. The fact is that we don't need a few perfect environmentalists, we need millions of imperfect environmentalists. So I want you to do this for me. Choose one issue or topic that you're very passionate about or interested in. Like things like plastic pollution or climate change or deforestation or anything else that you want to help with. And then choose one thing that you can do every single day to help conquer this issue, whether that's using a reusable water bottle or eliminating red meat from your diet, or even reading and researching about this topic every single day for 1 month. And I'll do it with you guys. You see, by doing this, we're not only creating a habit for ourselves, but we're inspiring everyone around us to do the same and to make environmentally conscious decisions to help the natural world around us. The second thing is this. Use your voice, especially all the young conservationists and activists here today. See, if we don't start acting now and standing up right now, all the issues like climate change, we're going to bear the brunt of those things. And so we need to act now. So talk to the older people in your life. Talk to your local officials and pressure them to make changes. Your local politicians and people like that work for you. Tell them what you want, and then inspire all your friends around you to make changes too. Thank you so much for having me this Earth Day. Back to you, Clay.
No, Maggie, thank you. Those are some great lessons and things that you can do to help on Earth Day. My advice for you all on Earth Day, take a nature walk, just like I am. As you walk, if you see trash, pick it up. Don't pass it up. Make this world better than how you found it. And that'll help you and all the species that we highlight here on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, until next week, it's so awesome that you tuned in here on Earth Day. Stay wild, conservation rules, and we'll see you when we highlight yet another of your favorite species.